As interim president of West Virginia State University, I have called the cabinet and the academic deans together for the purpose of calling to your attention situations that are occurring in our nation. As leaders, it's incumbent upon each one of you to fully understand the purpose of your leadership at this institution and what it means to our students, those individuals that you interact with, that you supervise. It's important that you know that what you say, what you fail to say, and how you say it will drastically affect how they will react. Realizing that West Virginia State University is a unique institution, an institution that was started based upon slavery. The plantation owner who married one of his slaves decided that he wanted his children to be educated here after he offered the land to the state for the purpose of creating a land-grant institution. So it's imperative that each one of you understand the history of this school and its purpose. What we're going through in our nation at this given time, what's happening in Minnesota, what is happening in Louisville, Atlanta, racism is something that is taught. And we are an institution of higher learning, so if we are neglecting our obligation to teach those who come here what racism is, what stereotyping, what prejudice is, we are all prejudiced. We make decisions based upon our likes and dislikes. The philosophy, Franklin Henry Giddings' philosophy, consciousness of kind, where people band together for the purpose of like ideals, people who are like them. And so consequently, this country, for a long period of time, over 400 years, has established laws and discriminated against various people, Native Americans, Hispanics, African Americans, because they were different. And we're at a point where the young in our nation are beginning to realize that we can no longer purport to be the kind of free institution, particularly in the state of West Virginia. We tout the fact that we are always free, and we were created as a free state. As academic leaders, you must discuss and no longer be silent about things that we have swept under the rug and we fail to talk about because we become complacent. West Virginia State has been a very peaceful institution. I was here in the 60s, and I remember the death of Martin Luther King. Throughout our nation, we were going through all kinds of turmoil, quite like what we're going through today, and how we had teachable moments on this campus. Our faculty, our staff, we came together and we brought our students together to talk about things. So it may be when students return to this campus, it's imperative that you sit down and talk to them. We tend not to respect what we do not know. And if you don't discuss it, you may not know it. Education is a process built upon change, and change takes place continuously. And as I look upon this institution, my 54 years of association, I've seen tremendous positive change occur on this campus, and it will continue to occur long after I'm gone, and it will continue to occur in this country, in this world, as those who are living and rioting, those who are peacefully marching today and throughout this nation, throughout this world for various causes, they are paving the way for future generations. And just like what I'm asking you to do is pave the way on this campus for future generations. We have touted the fact that West Virginia State is a living laboratory of human relations. And we've become, again, so complacent that it's no longer part of our motto, because a laboratory is a continuous endeavor. We basically are experimenting with how people get along with each other. And we have the continuous monument of Lavisa on our campus. The circle is not completed because our process of getting along is not completed. And we walk by and we call it Pac-Man. We really don't know what is there and why it's there. But it was created for the purpose of helping us to realize that we have to come together as a people, as students, as faculty, and as staff, so that we can continue to perpetuate what this institution was initially created for. Likewise, we have the National Center for Human Relations. Two of our alumni early on wanted a think tank created on this campus so that our students, faculty, and staff could also talk about issues, current issues of race relations, domestic violence, and interfaith relations. And that's what our center is about. Most of our students, most of you perhaps, do not know what the National Center is about. And it's extremely important as leaders at West Virginia State that you take time to revitalize that. We have a jewel that can make this a shining campus in the state of West Virginia and in our nation. It's extremely important that I'm addressing all of you to come forth and serve this institution to the best of your ability. And so I want you to go forth and serve and make West Virginia State the best possible institution it can be. Thank you.